Hey, hockey fans, this is Stina Rocks, and I'm here for some hockey talk. So if you stayed up and watched the Seattle expansion draft last night, you saw all 30 names that were drawn. Some were surprised, some were not surprised. I had to literally not look at social media all day because what's the point of watching the draft if Twitter's just going to leak everything and then there's no surprise? So for me, I just chose to stay off social media and wait. And thank you for all of the text and messages. I'll get back to you, I promise, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't ruin my draft night. So I made some picks. I got 12. It's not a whole lot, but it sure does beat the 3, 4 I got for Vegas. No surprise was Hayden Fleury. He went 7th overall in 2013. And Cale Fleury. I did not see his brother going, but I think that is just going to be the coolest thing since sliced bread. We have another brother team playing together. The fact that they're defensemen is even better. Will that be a first-line pairing in Seattle? I'd love to see it. I really thought that maybe the Kachuk brothers were going to do it, or the Hughes brothers. Saw a little bit in LA with Mario and Adrian, but Mario really plays AHL, so that doesn't really count. So not since the Sedins have we had a brother duo on a team. I am expecting great things. I have 2 younger brothers, and we played all the time together. We didn't play hockey, but having your sibling there is, I don't know. We'll see how training camp goes. I kind of want big things to happen with them. I want them to be like the brother line. So let's see. I wasn't surprised with Gavin Bayreuther. I watched him when he was with the Stars. I think he was Columbus's best asset. Vince Dunn, maybe Tarasenko, but Seattle was playing it safe and choosing one veteran to be their captain. I think having Tarasenko there would have really kind of messed up the chemistry, right? Because him and Gio would have probably been alternate co-captains. I don't know. It's a drop in the pan, right? I wanted to see Josh Bailey, but again, not a lot of surprise there. So for defensemen, Seattle took Hayden Fleury, Jeremy Lauzon, Mark Giordano, Gavin Bayreuther, and Jamie Alexiak, who I knew right away they were going to give him a deal. Did you see how happy he was? I don't know if you watched it, but he was so happy to be in Seattle. Also on defense, they took Adam Larson from Edmonton, Cale Fleury, Carson Soucy, Curtis McDermott was probably my biggest surprise. I really thought they would have gone after Kyle Clegg, but apparently Seattle is building from the blue line out. They have a lot of Alexiak 6'7" on skates. He's huge. He, as Seattle said, as Ron Francis said, he is the biggest, heaviest guy in the league. And he is only 28, and he's shown that he is durable in the playoffs, and I'm going to really miss him with the Stars. But after signing Miro for 8 and 8, there was no money, and he needs to go where he can, make the most out of his next contract. Because I believe they gave him 4 years, and that'll take him right in his 30s. He might get to sign one more extension if things go well, and he might still be young enough for a trade if they don't. Wrapping it up was Dennis Cholowski from Detroit, and so my Detroit pick was Troy Stetcher, which was kind of a surprise that they went for Cholowski. I guess they're going for the younger 23, 24-year-olds in Seattle. Yanni Gourde, wow, are they getting an awesome player? I already want his jersey. I think they are getting back a really good player. He's got 14 points in the 14 games or something crazy like that in the playoffs. As well as Yanni Gourde, no surprise was Mark Giordano selected by the Flames. It was actually his first NHL draft since he was signed an undrafted player and took over as captain of the Flames after the departure of Jerome Iginla. Gio, as he is commonly known to Flames and hopefully Seattle fans, is the epitome of leadership. In 2018-19, he won a Norris Trophy, voted the league's best defenseman. At 37, he shows no sign of age-relating declining. He is still a totally capable scoring defenseman. Last season playing 56 games, getting 26 points. He also won in 2019-20 the Marc Messier Leadership Award for leadership on the ice and off the ice as well, with all of the community work that Gio does. I can see him playing top pair defense. I can see him with Adam Larson, who would be an excellent pairing there in Seattle. I can also see him as captain. It was either Vladdy or him, and maybe Seattle waits a year and maybe they just give it to him right away. He's completely deserving of it. So you got a great player, even despite his 37 years of age, for Calgary. What are Seattle getting in Jordan Eberle? So beat me, right? Like, I totally thought Josh Bailey would have been their number one pick from the Islanders, but they chose to go the Eberle route, and I think he's definitely one of the highest paid of the draft. 31 years old. He's a right wing, and even though he didn't produce the way the Islanders wanted to, as he did in Edmonton, he is consistently a top line player, and he can pair up or play with a number of different stars, including who he played with in New York, Matthew Barzal. He does have a 5.5 million AV, and he'll be, I can see him being a scorer there, maybe just given a different role, maybe given some different line mates. And Jordan Eberle's got lots of room to grow. Like I said, he's only 31 years old. And another player you might not know a lot about is Joey Daccord. Joey played in Ottawa, so we don't get a lot of news about Ottawa here in the South, just because we're in the South and Ottawa's not doing very good. So forgive me, Ottawa fans, I honestly don't pay a lot of attention to him, but he did, he was selected in the 7th round, 199th overall in the 2015 NHL draft. He played with the Muskegon Lumberjacks of the USHL before joining the Arizona Sun Devils. So 2019 saw Joey Daccord as a finalist for the Hobey Baker Award and the Mike Richter Award. So the kid does know how to play. He is a goaltender, if I didn't say that before, excuse me. He did make his NHL debut. I think he's got about 9 games. He played 1 game for Ottawa in 2015, and then another game in 2018. 8 games, actually, when he came in for Matt Murray, who went down. He did get his first loss, but he did make his 35 saves in his first game. So I think that the Seattle was taking a role on him, and maybe they're going to fill him for his farm team. Maybe they give him a chance to get called up in Seattle. I know that they are going to have to fill the farm team there, and so we'll just see what happens with Mr. Daccord. Another surprise was that Curtis McDermott was taken. Or did I already say that? I think I already said that. Who was some other not surprises? Not surprised that they took Mason Appleton. Not surprised they took Jared McCann. Colin Blackwell. Would have liked to have taken Yakov Trenin, but he They went for Cali Yarncrook, which my Predators writer told me they were going to do. So good job on that, Aaron. Who else did you see or not see go? I'm going to do some more research on these. What are the storylines for Seattle that you like? Did you hate the draft? Did you not even tune in because you got all the news leaked, as a lot of people did? So leave your comments and stay tuned. I will post some more videos. Oh, and comment if you like my shirt, because I don't love the Hanson brothers. They're so badass. Is that your favorite movie? That's my favorite movie, next to Miracle, of course. And maybe Youngblood. Maybe we should do a video on that. Favorite hockey movies ever. Yes, I'm going to get on that right after I get on this. More Seattle expansion draft, post draft, and coming into the NHL draft that will be here in tomorrow. So the NHL draft does take place tomorrow. Some really big names. Owen Power for one, Kent Johnson for two. I can see these guys going 1 and 2. But yeah, stay tuned. I'll give you some more information on the kids coming up this weekend, and we'll dive into that analysis as well. So thanks for tuning in, and until next time, bye.